Next up on WzICF TV is Expose with Mpumi.
Okay, so guys, on the last segments, we spoke about temporary friendships. We also spoke a little bit about closet addictions, right? So I want to know, what is the link between the two? Do you guys think that the two are linked, perhaps?
Yeah, I do agree
Okay.
to a certain extent. They say, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, I also had my demons to fight, but eventually I dealt with them though. I think you call them the closet addictions. Yeah, because they only came to light when you are home and alone.
True.
I did realize that I wasn't really alone, but rather I was lonely.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, and this led me to explore different things. Yeah, just to feel the emptiness that I
Yes.
felt.
That void.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
You know, exactly. I think most of us can relate to this. You see, I believe that admitting our flaws is always the first step to healing.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
so true.
Yeah,
I agree
true.
with you.
Yeah. Although it's a bit embarrassing, as you all know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also to and also I've kind of realized that
Okay.
Wow. This must be deep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I can wait to hear that.
also one thing that
Mhm.
yeah, I remembered. Did I
Yeah,
even delete
tell
my
us.
subscriptions?
Did you?
Hey, did you?
Did you
Oh,
really
God.
did?
But I mean, that's step one out of the famous 12, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are ganging up. There's a little bromance that's
Yeah.
happening between you two. But you know, let's let you guys continue. I feel like you guys are on a roll right now.
I sense that too. Like,
Mm,
I
right?
sense that. But I feel like last time I spoke too much. Like, it seemed as if the show belonged to me.
Wait, it's all on?
So this time around, I think I'm just going to take a back seat and learn from you guys.
Oh, okay. Since I've been given the shotgun,
Yeah.
let's take them on a trip down memory lane. Yeah. I think my fellow host was kidding about the subscription thing.
Listen, we
Definitely.
hope that he's kidding. We really hope that he was kidding.
Definitely.
Yeah. But that brings me to something we as humans usually do, which is this notion of a lazy devil, if I am to say. Yeah. I remember I was trying my best to abstain. So I resorted to what I thought was a less harmful satisfaction.
Okay.
So I thought,
So you thought.
yeah. And so I texted, hi, 3 a.m.
Hey.
At 3 a.m.
Exactly, 3 a.m.
Texting.
Yeah. And she said hi back. And the next thing is 4 a.m. She has gone to sleep. And I am up thinking, why did we just do it?
Right.
Then again and again till it became a routine.
It's a cycle.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Oh, that's something.
Wow.
Charlie, you know, who would have ever thought that such interactions could become so addictive? You know, after she becomes boring, you end up seeking greener pastures.
Wow.
And they are greener until they are not
Wow.
anymore. And
I really want to hear this.
You know, this is deep.
Yeah,
It
true.
sounds like it's interesting.
Yeah.
and on a spiral, on a continuous downward spiral, you go.
Wow. Okay. I didn't even think about it that way. But like, you guys, have you guys overcome any addictions? Have you guys overcome your addictions?
Yeah.
I mean, even with you, right? You're married. You and Mary are married, and you have this beautiful family, like right now. But I really want to know how you overcame all of that. But before we get to you, I want to ask you, do you also have similar addictions? Maybe yours are different, if I may ask. But I feel like we all want to know, like, how is your love life going?
Yes,
That's what
yes.
we want to know.
Tell us.
Tell us.
Yeah, okay. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy.
Okay.
She really makes me happy. Yeah. Anyways, always remember, folks, be patient with your partners.
Okay.
Anyways, I remember once in my life, I found pleasure in breaking other people's hearts.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it all starts with this also common why me question. I stopped looking at what was wrong with me and why she couldn't stop loving me, and resorted to leveling the playing field. Yeah, I would enter every relationship half-heartedly. Yeah, and get out at the slightest of the hiccups. Yeah, until one day I had my heart broken again.
Oh,
my God.
wow,
Tables
that's
returned.
Yeah,
a rebound.
yeah, and this time it hurt more. And it made me realize the train wreck trail I was leaving behind.
Wow.
Yeah, and it turns out I felt it was okay to hurt others because I too had been hurt.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, as the good book says, love your neighbor as yourself. Meaning, yeah, meaning the first step you have to love yourself.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
That's so true. You know?
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah.
But like one thing I find interesting, well, I feel like what you just said is very interesting, but
Yeah.
back to you actually. Have you overcome your addictions?
Guys, see, this is one battle you have to consistently fight. But
No, like yeah, tell us, yeah.
This must be deep. Yo. Wow.
Yeah, because something you don't have to
Ish.
like just give up. Of course, you have to
Yeah.
keep
Yes,
going
you-
and fighting about it.
you have to consistently fight.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm so grateful
Mm-hmm.
that my love is so patient with me,
Okay.
and I quite remember that there was one night I just decided to stop everything and just confess all my flaws to God.
Oh, that was
Wow.
amazing.
Not that He doesn't know, but He knows all things. But one thing that I've realized is that
Mm-hmm.
since that day,
Yeah.
I have never turned back
Oh, wow.
Kept going.
because my God has been faithful.
Wow.
Oh, God. Wow.
Okay, so you mean to say that's all it took?
Mm.
Like just a confession?
Mm.
Oh, well, folks, you heard it first here. Yeah.
You see, in a nutshell, yes. But like a toddler, you will definitely fall here and there.
Yeah, sure.
But one thing that I've always kept doing,
Mm-hmm.
that I want to encourage
Yeah.
you all to do is that God is like a backbone. That so no matter how we fall back, we always have Him to lean on.
Yeah, you have our back.
That's so true.
And I know I sound like I'm all preaching and everything, but
No, it's okay. It's
Nah,
okay.
it's all good. It's all
Preach
good.
it.
It's all good.
But but in all honesty, that is always the way to go.
That's true.
Yeah.
But one thing that I've
Learned.
always wanted to,
Mm.
Like make up for,
yeah,
atone for.
exactly,
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
is dragging others into my mess.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
wow.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Wow.
That's some very enlightening stuff from
You know, right?
from our panel, guys. And you know, right now it's time for a segment of the show that we like to call Midterm Diaries. Now,
Wow.
this is a part of the show where I get to be exposed. Like literally, I get to expose.
Yes.
Okay.
it's a girl.
We are listening.
Yeah. So the reading goes: Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? The mirror looked at me and said, "Who are you?" Now, this is the title of today's reading, and like it just got me thinking. As a teenager, I had no sense of individuality at all.
Yeah.
You know, I lost who I was as a person.
Shame.
So much so that I actually tried really hard to keep up with friendships, but it wasn't even worth it because the second I started to expose myself, like all of a sudden I wasn't cool enough for the clique anymore. Nobody wanted to be around me, because I just didn't fit in. And that made me slowly lose touch with the girl that like was inside of me as a person, you understand? And sooner or later, I couldn't even recognize the girl that was in the mirror anymore. It's like she was a stranger to me. I lost my vision, and that led to me just picking up broken pieces of other people just to complete who I was as a person. Can you imagine how that must feel? Yeah,
I can tell, I can relate.
It was honestly a mess, and like it led to me being a doormat for other people. I was just a people pleasing doormat. And remember when we spoke about friendships and temporary friendships, actually,
Sure.
and how much they didn't last at all. That was the case, because after high school, now I was looking to my friends to try to understand where my reference point is and how I should be, but it was a mess because we'd all gone our separate ways.
It wasn't just connecting.
Exactly. It wasn't connecting anymore. And guys, I thought I was lost. I really thought I was lost until God came and he just showed me to myself once again. And oh my gosh, guys, when I say she was beautiful,
Yes, girl.
like, she was beautiful, and she was just set apart in so many different ways, in her looks, in her passion, in her drive. Guys, and I was on this journey, and that's the journey that actually led us to all of this. That's
That's
expose, and now we get to expose all our inner selves really when we come here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
True
That's true.
Okay, I know that I said that I was gonna take a backseat on this one, but I have something to comment on what you just said. So may I please speak?
Sure.
Okay, so I love the way you kept on saying mirror. Like how you see yourself matters a lot, and if you see yourself from other people's eyes, that you will lose yourself just like that.
That's true. That's true.
Because they say look good, feel good. But I choose to differ. If I feel good, I look good. No one has to tell me that I don't look good. I only see myself through God's eyes, and that's just it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's great. Exactly. I feel like, even for me, when I was a child, all I cared about was keeping up with the latest trends, And if it was like the whole Barbie doll figure thing, like I was in it, man, because I had to stay relevant, and that's how I would stay relevant, It sounds crazy now, but
really crazy.
But it's not it at all, guys. It really isn't it. And I realized that, don't you guys for a second think that we might have a worldly problem? Because even now, people might think that, people think that in the house of the Lord, they have this perception of, I can't go and surrender myself because of what people think. But honestly, I feel like we shouldn't let our clothes hide what is really covering our souls. And I'm not saying that if whatever is covering your heart is rags, then what's on the outside should be rags as well. Like no, man, like slay, look good. You guys look good. Like, slay, guys, and let God's glory really shine through. But also don't forget to work on the inner man, because that's also important.
Very
Yeah.
I do agree with what you just said. And by the way, you look amazing. I love the
Thank you.
The shoes.
She is.
You just don't look amazing. All of us look amazing.
I agree. I
Look
agree.
amazing, both inside and outside.
Yeah. I couldn't have closed the show better than that, honestly. And thank you guys. Thank you to our lovely panel. You guys have been absolutely amazing. And to our audience, I just want to say you guys should know your worth, because once you expose, then you can really start to fix yourself.
Sure.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you for having us.